why I was doing that. But you know what, y'all, man? I apologize about that. We're going to run it back, man. Let y'all listen to it this time, and I apologize about that, man. I just realized I didn't have the mute button on.
Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no days. Fuck around and end up gold. You get in this place. You ain't need the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game. I storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good leads. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on the limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like push the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Low, sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shake the extras, last business started being street blues. What I talk, boy, your blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over when my time stops.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we begging pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they need pardon. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BDS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah, y'all, man. My bad, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Wednesday night over here at A Real Talk Podcast, man. Y'all already know it's the man about town, man. I apologize about that, y'all. I'm sitting over here, you know what I'm saying? This is why I need to cut back on smoking the pip, because I'm sitting up here chilling and stuff, and I'm thinking I got the mute button off, but it was on the whole time, man. So I apologize about that, y'all, for that first few minutes of silence, you know. I apologize about that, y'all. It won't happen again, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's good though? Hit that like button, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page and all of that, share it and all of that. What's good with y'all, man? Man. Wednesday, we here, man. Good old hump day. What's going on with y'all? Meet and greet each other as y'all come up through, man. What's good with y'all? How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? How has your day been thus far? I hope that you had a blessed and prosperous day so far, man. You know what I'm talking about? I really do. What's good with y'all, though, man? How y'all feeling tonight, man? What's going on? Yeah, man, this stuff is crazy right here, man. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1 going in right now, man. Listen. I'm never the guy to be on any type of division or separation. Totally against it. But what I'm also against, is not allowing people to have their due proper or what's properly due to them as far as their intellectual property, their history, right? And things that they have created that contributed to our present day modern human society, so to speak, right? Like I would never take from, let's say, I would never be trying to hijack, let me think of something. Like I wouldn't be trying to hijack, NASCAR from white guys. I wouldn't be telling them to kind of make up fake history saying that black folks created and originated NASCAR. You feel me? I just wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I would give the white guys who created their props for creating it, right? And then I would show my respect to the culture by my participation in it, right? I wouldn't for nefarious means. I wouldn't for financial gain, right? Try to usurp somebody's history, legacy, right? Intellectual property from them without giving their proper due diligence, their proper due respects to them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just do that. No, and that's just being a human. Fuck being whatever color your skin is. Fuck being black, white, whatever, any of that. That's just being a decent human being, being a decent man, right? But, and shouts out to TARIQ NASHEED, man. You hear me? TARIQ NASHEED, like I say, along with a lot of these guys on YouTube, I vehemently disagree with a lot of things he says. You hear me? Vehemently. But I stand 1000% with him on this situation right here. This ain't about nobody hating the rest of y'all, man. Listen here, let's just get this record straight right here, man. Right? This ain't about us so-called foundational black Americans. Now, you know me, I'm not one of the guys that go along with these epithets or these acronyms that are basically like Orwellian newspeak to me. But you know what I'm saying? For the lack of a better term, foundational black Americans. Which to a degree, I can agree with that being a functional term, but it's also something to, you know, we ain't gonna, that's a whole nother topic for another day, y'all. But foundational black Americans, right? Foundational black Americans have created a lot of things that contribute to what gives American society and culture its power. What's known as Western civilization, right? It could be argued, but when we be honest with it, you all know that's a fact, right? Hip hop culture, hip hop music, rap, whatever you want to call it, it is the most influential, the most profitable genre of music on planet Earth and has been for quite some time now, right? And the very fact that people who actually created it, foundational Black Americans, don't own the industry is that's just sad in itself right there. That's just terrible. That's just horrible, deplorable, despicable, right? It is, man. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it ain't even about no racial thing at the end of the day, y'all. For real, for real. It ain't about Black people, foundational Black American people hating anybody else, or you know, but we don't be trying to hijack St. Patrick's Day, although a lot of Black people participate and celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You don't hear no Black folks talking about some they the ones that created St. Patrick's Day. Right? So think about it like that. You got to give people their proper due, especially when it comes to history, man. Especially when it comes to history. And that's what we're going to get into, y'all, because y'all knew, see in that title, I put in George Orwell's concept of the memory hole. Keep telling y'all all this stuff is connected, man. Y'all got to be able to connect the dots, man. Y'all got to be able to do it. You absolutely must be able to do it. You know what I'm talking about? Now, all these guys saying all this stuff, man, you feel me? Shouts out to my brother Red going in. Listen, this ain't no rallying the troops type situation or none of that, because, you know, a lot of these niggas be on what they be on, and you know what I'm talking about? A lot of people gonna feel how they feel, and we ain't on none of that, but real ones, you hear me? So I can specify who I am addressing and talking to. Real ones, right? We cannot allow, right, the culture that our forefathers, not our ancestors, our forefathers has created, right? We cannot allow it to be usurped and be assimilated up into this bullshit that they're trying to make it into, some all-inclusive faux Black Lives Matter paradigm. You hear me? Black Lives Matter ideology on some all lives matter type ish. Let's stop saying ish, man. That shit funny as hell, for real, for real. But yeah, though, think about that, y'all. On some Black Lives Matter type shit. All inclusive, you know what I'm saying? So the proper people don't get their due shine, their due respect, their due credit for creating and developing the culture that is a $1 trillion industry. And like I said, sadly enough about it, man, Black folks do not own the hip hop culture or music industry. Don't own no parts of it. Don't control it. Don't operate it. To some degrees, don't even influence it. How about that? You know, so it's only right there. Real ones, like I said, real ones, man. Address this stuff, man. You feel me? And not let our culture that's been passed down to us over the past 40, 50 years, right, be goddammit hijacked. You hear me? Like I say, perfect word, usurped. Like so many other genres of music have been that we're going to go over here to this evening, man. You hear me? Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the page and all of that, man. Shouts out to everybody, man. You hear me? Shouts out to everybody, man. Listen, everybody should be addressing this shit. You hear me? God damn it. And this ain't got nothing to do with hating no other races or being salty at no other races, or we ain't want to continue to keep going how things were. But when it comes to the creation of this shit called hip hop, rap, music, and culture, God damn it, Black folks created that shit. Foundational Black Americans. Us, our 4 or 5, we created that shit. Not only did we create it, without the help of anybody else, right? We also are the purveyors, promoters, best presenters of swag, drip, sauce, style, whatever you want to call it, gangster, whatever you want to call it, right? We push what's popular, what's cool, what's hip, right? What's popping. You know what I'm talking about? Make no mistake about that, man. And everybody who considers himself a content creator and a real one, you should be speaking, or it will be in our best interest as a collective to be speaking on this, so we can see how we can make the artificial, or should I say, the unintelligent artificial intelligence work for us. When we all get on one accord on some straight bullshit, for real, for real. We ain't about to sit up there and let these people erase our history, our legacy, huh? Our goddamn it, what's the word I'm thinking about here, man? Our goddamn birthright, nigga. Yeah, y'all talking about, man. Nobody helped our forefathers create that shit. No other genres of music helped to influence it. It was all influenced by music that our forefathers created in the first place. Solo Dolo, what they do, right? Got my man Solo Dolo in the building. Every person who considers himself to be a man, a real black man, should be speaking on this. Something like in which the way me and my brother Red going in right now. You feel me? This ain't got nothing to do with us hating nobody else or us being on some divisive type shit. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Y'all chill out with that suck-ass shit, victimhood shit, always trying to make shit about people being all racist and shit. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This got to do with facts. Black people in America created hip-hop, music, and culture. Flat out, the history proves it. This is what I'm talking about with this 1984 shit, y'all. This is the erasure of history, just like y'all read in the thumbnail, right? That's why I put George Orwell up there. So y'all think this is about music, and it is. It's about that, but it's about something so much more deeper when you get to the roots of the situation. Yes, and not only is it not only is it an attack on us as so-called foundational Black Americans, right? It's an attack on perception of reality. It is an attack on our ability to critically think and have freedom of thought and not allow ourselves to be assimilated into the hive mind collective. You understand what I'm saying? This shit go deep. Although it doesn't take a deep mind to over, inner, outer, extra stand what's going on here. Tap in and walk with us, man. Shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV1, being one of the main people on YouTube, real one content creator that's addressing this situation 10 toes down and going hard body. Like I said, I vehemently disagree with TARIQ NASHEED on a lot of things he talks about, man. Make no mistake about that. Right? That means nothing, though. That means absolutely nothing when it comes to the facts. That means nothing when it comes to what the brother is saying is an absolute fact. Nobody helped our forefathers create hip-hop culture. They took it from their forefathers of blues and jazz and country and rock, R&B, gospel, swing, Dixie. Our forefathers created that shit, and they took a mass of that creativity and they created a whole new situation, right? Which has been the most powerful musical force on planet Earth since its inception. And the sad part about it, always been something I observed since I was a child, growing up watching MTV and BET, before BET became an absolute mess, and they actually played music videos that in programming, or should I be programming that displayed Black entertainment and stuff. Adidas, what's up with you, Adidas? Are you new in the building? That's what's up. We got Adidas in the building. I ain't never seen him or her in the building, but it's nice to have you here, man. BT is utter garbage. Ever since they took away the basement Rap City, it was no longer worth watching. When that happened, I knew it was a wrap for BET. Right? God damn it. We got wins. And this is what I say. This is the concept of the memory hole, y'all. Look at the thumbnail and read that quote by George Orwell, y'all. I don't just be posting stuff just to post it, man. You know what I mean? This goes deep, man. You hear me? This goes deep, man. Right? The memory hole, y'all. You hear me? How many of y'all read 1984, man? By George Orwell. You know what I'm talking about? Now, we got Fat Joe sitting up here talking about Latinos help create Latinos help create hip-hop 50-50. Right? You know what I'm talking about? We want to listen to this real quick, y'all. Shout out to Forgot Kings TV. Fair use, man. I like his content, man.
I'm back again with another video. Today we got a clip from Grandmaster Cash speaking out.
Y'all go subscribe to Forgotten Kings TV right now. TV 2.0. Go subscribe to him right now.
Of course, since making that statement, social media has been roasting Fat Joe like crazy. So
get it.
I know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip and hear what Grandmaster Cash has to say. Let me know your thoughts.
You know what I'm talking about?
In the section below. Yeah. Let's get right into it.
They've been like lately talking about Latinos, wasn't it rap and this. These guys are delusion. We're from the Bronx, New York. It happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half. But they going at me because I'm like the only status dude, like really with a big voice. And Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what is up with these people. They don't know their facts.
Peace. It's your boy, Grandmaster Cash. Now, I've recently heard some controversy going around on Twitter about a comment I made in a Vlad interview a few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for you right about now. Some of the first Latinos in hip-hop were down with me. Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip-hop's baby pictures, Prince Whipper Whip. Okay, all Latinos, all part of my crew. Okay, so there's no way that I could talk about there not being a Latino presence in the culture of hip hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught an off, you know what I mean, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace.
That's what I be talking about, man. These dudes be coming on here copping deuces, man. I ain't apologizing when the fuck I know I'm right, man. That's that cognitive dissonance stuff I be talking about, y'all, man. That's that 2 + 2 = 5 shit I be talking about, man. I'm not going to ever be made to feel like I have to believe something different than what I know is right and true and exact. How about that? Ain't nobody help our forefathers create shit. Them dudes came up with that stuff out of the creativity of their own mind, and here it is, $1 trillion goddamn industry, and none of us own any of it. Right? How about we talk about that? Right? And all these people going around, all these dudes coming around, like it's just like I said, they trying to turn it into some all lives matter type situation. Let me tell you a reason why they doing this, man. Or should I say a reason why I think they're doing this, right? One, like the title of the show, The Memory Hole, right? We are watching the establishment of the Ministry of Truth on Facebook. Y'all, I've been telling y'all that for I don't know how long. Shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. Shouts out to my brother Mr. O with the info. Shantastic Trill TV, Chaos Reign, everybody tapping in. Shout out to Solo Dolo, Adidas in the audience. You on tone back? You hear me? Everybody else out there watching in the clit outs. You feel me? Half and half. Like, what type of shit is that to say? In fact, Joe, he know that shit is some bullshit, man. And this is why I tell y'all to look into these people's background. See who's funding them. See who is funding these people. Right? And then you will know why they say the stuff they say and do the stuff they do. Now, I'm not saying to like, let me clear this up, man. Right? When you do your research into certain things, man, you gotta follow the money. And when you follow the money, you start seeing who really is running and rolling and controlling and operating things that's going on in our society. So with that being said, when you follow the money, right, you get to the source of what's really going on. You hear me? And why it's going on too. And then you start to understand over, inner, outer, extra stand when it comes to these so-called famous people they put in front of us, with their chains and stuff on, like that shit means something. Huh? Like niggas ain't had chains or something, man. Hey, speaking of hip hop, my man Cam, shout out to Killer Cam, man. I like Cam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the brother personally, man. My brother knew him, you know what I'm talking about. But I like Cam. I always like Cam as a person because he, you know what I'm saying, he kept it 100 since he been in the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the sense of a lame nigga or a corny nigga from this nigga Cam, man. He ain't a tough guy. He's just all around cool cat, and you keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? He said, back in the days, we were slaves, whips and chains. It's tradition. Now I cop whips and chains. That was a powerful bar. See, a lot of y'all niggas probably heard that back in the day and was like, ooh, that was hot. Ooh. Nah, but Cam showed y'all how, you know what I'm saying, how critical thinking he is for real. On some double entendre type shit, man. Think about that. That's an ill-ass goddamn situation right there. That's an ill-ass thing to say. Back in the day, we were slaves, whips and chains. It's tradition. We done kept the tradition. Now all we buying is whips and chains. And here it is, the very thing out of many things that our forefathers have contributed to this society, this economy, global economy now, right, is once again being usurped. Perfect word for it too. Usurped, hijacked, hoodwinked. Just like everything else. All right. Just like everything else, man. And we cannot allow that to happen, y'all. We absolutely cannot allow that to happen. You hear me? This ain't got nothing to do with no race situation or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But and even all y'all out there, some of y'all might be feeling, like I said, keyword, feeling. Nobody cares how you feel. And why should we when you know you're lying and ain't keeping it real? Bars, you hear me? Y'all ain't keeping it real. Why should we when we know you lying and you ain't? Why should we care how you feel when we know that you lying and you ain't keeping it real? You know what I'm talking about? I want y'all to look at this on the screen, man. Right? Look at that on the screen, man. Way too many sellouts, Solo Dolo, man. Look at this on the screen, y'all. These are different images that I pulled up using the Googler, referring to George Orwell's concept of the memory hole. Right? I'm going to read something to y'all. As soon as, now Winston is the head character, guy in the book and the movie 1984 by George Orwell. He works at the Ministry of Truth, right? Y'all hear me talk about the Ministry of Truth all the time. As soon as Winston had dealt with each of the messages, he clipped his speak-written corrections. Did that word catch y'all's attention? Speak-written. He clipped his speak written corrections to the appropriate copy of the Times and pushed them into the pneumatic tube. Then, with a movement which was as nearly as possible unconscious, he crumpled up the original message and any notes that he himself had made and dropped them into the memory hole to be devoured by the flames. Right? Y'all hear me talk about the memory hole a lot, man. You hear me? And this is why, because this is what's happening. I'm seeing it being implemented in our society in this situation that they're trying to do with the usurpation of hip-hop music and culture from the originators, the creators, the founders, the establishers, right? Which are, without a doubt, could be argued, but you're going to lose because you be lying. Foundational Black Americans. Nobody else. You can't even historically prove it. Fat Joe. See, I used to like Fat Joe, man. I used to like a lot of rappers growing up as a child. I love Don Cartagena. I love Fat Joe and how he came through and all of that stuff, man. I respect it. He himself is not an originator, a creator. He's a participator. And he's just going to sit up there and lie like that. Bold-faced lie. Talk about some 50-50. Where? Prove it. When? Who? Where was they at? Where are they from? What's their names? What year was it? Is it documented? How? Where? Where can we go see that? And these are the questions we got to start asking. Nobody asked Fat Joe to prove what he was saying. I want you to understand how dangerous that is, man. I want y'all to understand how dangerous that is. To where people can just come out and say stuff and stuff that's unequivocally, inherently untrue and can be proven to be so by being completely shattered by the facts. Nobody challenges it, though. Nobody questions it, though. Fat Joe can just sit up there and say Latinos help Blacks create hip-hop 50-50 and not have one shred of proof, not one iota of proof, not one evidence that he can pull up to verify and validate that which he is saying to be true, which we can prove is not. And to be called a racist, even to be hinted at or to be thought of as you could possibly be considered racist as a foundational Black American descendant, right? Like what? Huh? Now, mind y'all, 50 years, which is the year of Pentecost, but 50 years may seem like a long time, but it really isn't. I'll be 50 in 10 years. Well, 9 and some change. That'll go by like, right? Most High willing, of course. You hear me? This is crazy, man. Because when I see stuff like this happening, y'all, I'm not caught up in it like most of y'all caught up in it. And that's not an insult to nobody's intelligence or nothing like that. That's just what it is, right? I'm not caught up in it in the way in which most of you guys are, right? Don't be insulted by that, right? Because people who know what I'm talking about feel me, and y'all feel the same way I'm talking about. And, we really don't discuss how we feel, but, this is some crazy stuff that's going on. This is the hijacking of our history, and it being crumbled up in a piece of paper and being tossed into the memory hole to be incinerated by the flames. On to hijack what our forefathers created so that in the future, right, when unintelligent artificial intelligence is doing and creating all the hip hop music, right, we won't be mentioned. So a couple generations from now, any foundational Black American children who may be coming up will not know who the originator, creators of hip hop rap music is. They'll think it was something that the collective of diverse colored people, non-white or even white too, may be included, created this thing we know as hip hop. which I'm pretty sure is going to be a different name in the future. I could do a whole show on just the etymology and history of the term hip hop. Y'all ain't ready for that though. Right? So what y'all think about this, man? Let me know what y'all think, because this is crazy, man. Now let's get back to this memory hole situation, right? I like this right here. This is a good one right here, right? This is a good picture right here, right? I'm gonna bring it up for y'all. This is a good model right here too, man. You hear me? Now this is like a small model of like a cutout scene from 1984. And Winston, who is the main character, like I said, who worked in the Ministry of Truth, where he worked at. All right. And I'll do a little breakdown. Hold on, it's a video? I didn't realize it was a video.
A memory hole in George Orwell's novel 1984 is an
fair
opening in
use,
a
fair
wall
use.
connected to a chute, which then connects to an incinerator. The chute is inside the wall, so all that can be seen is the opening. Think of a laundry chute, albeit a laundry chute that would burn your clothes up, and you'll get the idea. It's required that people place all refuse paper into these holes, which destroys these materials completely. Since citizens of Oceania, especially government workers, have absolutely no privacy and are constantly watched, this order is followed to a T. The only reason to have memory holes would be to destroy something completely, right? Doesn't sound sketchy at all. You'd probably agree that burning stuff to a crisp doesn't generally scream, "I'm a reputable person." And yet, memory holes are used by all government employees without a second thought. The primary purpose of the memory hole is to dispose of all unwanted documents.
Now, I want y'all to, you hear me? I want y'all to really use your critical thinking skills right now. You hear me? Shout out to everybody in the situation, and hit that like button, y'all subscribe to the page and all of that. I want y'all to really use your critical thinking now, man. Tap in and walk with me. You hear me? Do y'all over, enter, outer, extra stand? Do y'all get what's going on with this situation? It's real deep. It goes a lot farther than just music, man. It's deeper than rap, man. You hear me? Like I said, this is the usurpation of intellectual property, man. Y'all understand what this is serious, man. Right? And like I say, man, it's already sad enough already that the hip hop music culture industry is worth literally billions to trillions of dollars, and the very people who created it, Lance Parker in the building was good. The very people who created it don't own it, operate it, or control it. Now we can sit up here and say, well, that's your reflection on black people for allowing it to happen, and to some degree, that's very true. I'm not going to argue that. I never would, because it's true, right? It's true. But see, that's not the point now. That's not the point. The point is we cannot allow our history to be usurped. Did y'all hear anything I said just now when I said about children growing up, black children, future FBA children, right? How are they going to know where hip hop originated from? How are they going to know where its roots extend from in the future, 10 more years in the future, 15, 20, 30 more years, 50 more, 100 years after hip hop was so-called created in the Bronx, New York, or whatever year it was, goddammit. For real, y'all, man. This deeper than the music, man. The memory hole, right? You throw the documents in the wall, burn them up. Think about what I'm saying when I'm saying the middle. We think about the digital memory holes on Facebook, in social engineering. You go to Google, you look up certain information, you can't find it on certain people and certain organizations or certain businesses or whatever the situation may be. There's certain things you just cannot get information on. Certain people who you look up and you want to find out things about them, there's a little to no information about them. Persona non grata. Man, y'all better tap in and walk with me, man. Thanks for everybody coming out. Hit that like button.
Now, if you're a top-tier member of the ruling inner party and you want to keep the masses docile and oppressed without actually realizing they're oppressed, what's one thing you'll want to do? That's right, dispose of any evidence that makes you or Big Brother look less all-knowing than you want people to think you are. And that's where the memory holes come in. In the Ministry of Truth, which is basically the Ministry of Propaganda and straight-up lying, memory holes are used.
Oh, that's what they're gonna let us get. It's a little samply. But y'all got the basic idea of that, the basic gist of that, right? The memory hole, y'all. Now, remember when y'all hear me always talk about the Ministry of Truth on my brother Red page, man. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV and going in right now. Go over there and check him out. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to him and all of that. You feel me? We got to be going in on this, y'all. We got to support the homie TARIQ NASHEED on this, man. We should be standing in solidarity. No offense to any Latinos, Mexicans, Caribbeans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Ghanaians, Panamanians, Central American. None of y'all, man. We ain't got no smoke for y'all or towards y'all, man. But the facts have to remain what they are. Y'all have to understand that's something that we do collectively have to all agree on, is that the facts have to remain what they are. We cannot change factual history. We cannot do that. That is dangerous, y'all. Y'all don't even understand how dangerous that is, because everybody just want to run something and own something, say that I did it. We know, and that's just not true. That's getting rid of history. That's perpetuating the concept of the memory hole, and at the same time manifesting it, or should I say manifesting it into our reality. Right? I might as well say, fuck it, I created egg rolls. How about that? Wonder how Asian people would feel. I wonder how Chinese people would feel about that. I created shrimp fried rice. Man, fuck, I created Cajun cuisine. What y'all talking about, man? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, when black folks start speaking up for themselves, man, everybody want to try and make it seem like we on some bullshit or something, man. That's crazy, right? And to, you know, and just to give y'all a deeper, or should I say a more wider aspect of how we can just so easily prove with simple Google searches, y'all. We don't even have to get into none of that. We can go with Google searches, and we can go with actual real life experience, right? That black folks, without a doubt, created hip hop, and you can see where it stemmed, where its roots come from. Y'all go get 1984, y'all. Go buy that book as soon as possible. Mr. O with the info. What happened, Joe? What happened, Joe? I ain't been to Chicago in a minute. Hey, Mr. O, you want to know the last time I've been in your city, bro? I'm about to share a story with y'all, man. You hear me? I'm going to share a story with y'all, man, right? I'm going to share a story with y'all. The last time I was in Chicago, I just got apprehended because I was on the run in Kansas City, Missouri. Y'all hear me? I was in Kansas City, Missouri. You hear me out there, you know, doing my thing. I was lightweight on the run. And I'm going to say that I was on the run, not to put 100 on 10, but I was on the run because I had warrants and I wasn't going to court. So that's basically on the run. You hear me? But I had got bagged out here in Kansas City, Missouri. out there, you know, messing around, getting a little bit of money, man. You know what I'm saying? Before I did my first little bid, messing with my little chick I had met from Ohio State campus. You know what I'm talking about? She was from Kansas City, Missouri. She was going to Ohio State to be a chemical engineer. Just lost touch with her over the years. But anyway, I was out there with her, you know what I'm saying? She was going home for the summer, so I just went out there with her to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Messing with people out there, made a little money, some little contacts and sit out there in KC Mo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KC Mo. That barbecue out there is like world famous. And this was like 2002, 2003. You hear me? Yeah, I was just out there in Kansas City, Missouri. Me and old girl was going out the week. Matter of fact, we was coming from getting something to eat. And she had got pulled over because in Kansas City, Missouri, and in the state of Missouri, you have to have a inspection sticker on your license plates. You know what I'm saying? And hers was expired, and they pulled her over, and they ran my 50. You know what I'm saying? And I you know what I'm saying? I was calling my sister back and forth like this. My court papers come, and she was, and I just got lazy on calling her. So I guess I was supposed to court, and they bagged me, and I ended up getting extradited from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way back to Columbus, Ohio. One thing about the state of Ohio, specifically, namely the county of Franklin, they coming to get you, brother. You hear me? Anything over 300 miles, you getting in that air, and they coming to get you. You hear me? That's a fact. Within 2 weeks, they got up to 90 days, but Franklin County going to be to get you within 2 weeks for sure. You hear me? They want their bread because this is how they make money in Ohio, man. We got like 34 prisons in Ohio. You hear me? They make big money off of prisons. You hear me? But anyway, man, I got extradited from Kansas City, Missouri, and they jail was terrible. But not the spot I was in. The wider place was a shithole, right? But the dorm they had me in, you feel me? And that was just the Most High shining on y'all, homie. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? I was in a dorm. It was cool. We had a rec in there. We order commissary 2 times a week. You know what I'm talking about? Contact visits. Nigga, what? I wonder what's up with old girl Sherry, man. That's crazy. She was cold. 2 little chocolate pretty girl from Kansas City, Missouri. You hear me? But nah, I had got extradited from Kansas City, Missouri back to Ohio for my first case back in like 02, 03, right? I was like, what, 21? I was 21. And, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know, the LEOs, the law enforcement officers came and got me from the county jail in Kansas City, Missouri. And we went to the airport. You know what I'm talking about? They got me breakfast and everything. That was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me smoke my mouths and everything. That was cool as shit. You feel me? When we had to go from Kansas City, Missouri to O'Hare in Chicago, right? But our flight had got delayed, and I was in Chicago for like about an hour and some change, right? It's a Max and Irma's, if I'm not mistaken, in O'Hare Airport, and we went there and got lunch. They treated me to Max and Irma's, big boy burger with the fries, you know what I'm saying? They even let me get a beer. That's how cool these LEOs were. They were cool as shit. You hear me? And I remember sitting in the airport waiting for the plane to come. Now, mind y'all, I got on my, they let me put my street clothes on, but I got to be cuffed up because when you are traveling so-called fugitive, you got to be cuffed up. Yeah, but they took us to O'Hare, though, bro. That's where they took us, man. So we sitting in O'Hare, big-ass airport, man. You hear me? Goddamn it, and I just was sitting there all cuffed up. Now, mind you, I have my clothes that I got arrested in, so I'm fresh as fuck. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Them cops was cool, man. They let me put my jewelry and everything back on. Them LEOs that came and got me, them, you know, law enforcement officers, you know what I'm saying, the guys that come and get you when you being extradited from out of town, man, that was cool as shit, man. They let me put my jewelry on. I told you I had got bagged when old girl was out to eat. Nigga, I was fresh as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I had the raw ass Anichi outfit. Y'all remember Anichi? I had the ill ass Anichi outfit on with the Griffies, the King Griffies that had the little silver and red and blue little like little wave looking thing going on the hill that when they came out in like 02. Y'all know what Griffey's I'm talking about. You hear me? Yeah, and I was up there, here, I was fresh as hell. You feel me? Had all my jewelry. I had my jewelry on. We was killing because me and her old girl had went to the little restaurant. In the little restaurant, they have like a little a live band performing in there. They sold Creole food in there. You know, it's about good drinks, and we went in there to kick it. And upon leaving, we got bagged, and that's when I got bagged. You know, so we got swooped. The police whooped us, and I got bagged. You know, so I'm sitting in, like Mr. O. I'm sitting up in O'Hare Airport. It's a bad chick. I'm talking. This bitch was so bad, man. This chick was so bad, man. You hear me? She was bad. Pretty chocolate girl. You hear me? Pretty chocolate girl. She had her little business suit on and stuff. I could tell she was like my age, maybe a little bit older than me. I was like 21 at the time, so she like she was about 25, 26. Little bad chocolate girl, man. Had her hair in a bun, smelling all good. And she just sat next to me. We was chopping up the entire time that flight was there. And she was like some type of little she was some type of what's the word I'm talking about? Paralegal for some law firm in Chicago. You know, talking about she was catching a flight to somewhere, Dallas, Houston, somewhere in Texas like that, to go take care of some stuff for her firm and shit. Little bad bitch, man. She was bad as fuck, man. Pretty chocolate, smelled good. I'm talking about body was just like flawless. Pretty girl, pretty real pretty chocolate. I'm talking about chocolate, pretty girl, man. It was crazy. We was chopping up the whole time. She said, because she asked me, she just drawed the attention. She see me cuffed up, and she was like, "Why you got handcuffs on?" I was like, "What did you do?" And I just telling her like, just chopping it up with her the whole time and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And that was I ain't gonna sit up here and put on like I got her number and we was talking and we had that conversation at O'Hare Airport and that was the end of that. It was a beautiful thing though. I'm gonna tell you that though, because that's the last thing I remember. You know what I'm saying? That put me in good spirits, man. Just smelling that girl's perfume. You know what I'm saying? She definitely was flirting with me. If I wasn't going to jail, I definitely would have bagged her. But I mean, I couldn't lie to her. The damn two white dudes right there was a white dude and a black dude, and I'm cuffed the fuck up. I'm fresh as hell. Got my jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? I even had a fresh cut. I mean, we went out to eat. We was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I was cuffed up, though, so that was a dead giveaway. You hear me? It was a dead giveaway. But she was intrigued by that, and she was catching the same flight that I was catching, going to Columbus. I guess she was going to Columbus. I don't know what that was all about, but you know what I'm saying? And goddamn it, we just was chopping it up the whole time. You know, so I don't even remember what her name was, to be honest with you. You feel me? I just remember what she looked like, and she was bad. Chocolate, pretty. I'm talking about chocolate chick, man, bad. And I've always had a thing for dark-skinned girls, man, but I mean, I love all women, beautiful women, but just chocolate girls like her, You understand me? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, while we going talking about this stuff, man. But yeah, though, y'all, man, we cannot allow our culture that our forefathers, as foundational Black Americans, we are the descendants thereof. We absolutely cannot allow our intellectual property that has been passed down to us, God damn it, to be usurped, to be hijacked, you know, to be stolen. We absolutely cannot allow that. Not again. They done got every other genre of music from us, and now they're trying to get the very one that is the most powerful and influential as of today and has been for like at least the past 20 to 25 years straight, consecutively. Look how many people we have lost, y'all. Right? Look how many people we lost. Pop, Biggie, just to name two. I could be sitting here all night asking, naming more. Right? Y'all know it. Y'all all know it, man. We ain't about to sit up here and do that. Reluctant Nabi Wama, what's good with you, man? How you doing? Right? Welcome to the chat. right? Y'all see that on the screen, man, right? Did rock and roll come from black culture? Of course it did. It originated from African American music such as jazz, rhythm and blues, boogie woogie, gospel, as well as country music. While rock and roll's formative elements can be heard in blues records from the 1920s and in the country records of the 1930s, the genre did not acquire its name until 1954. Y'all know what y'all know a lot of stuff happened in like 1954 in so-called American history. All right. So easy to prove. All right. Rock and roll. Black folks created it. Flat out. Flat out. Flat out, y'all, man. That's good. That's good. I'm well myself. Right? About to sit up here and twist up some of this motherfucking, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? It's about to sit up here and twist up some of this heavenly, some of this, feel me, see, some of this, you know what I'm saying? Nostradamus in your head. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, we cannot allow this to happen, y'all. And I want y'all to think about what I'm talking about when I talk about the concept of the memory hole, man. I want y'all to be able to use y'all's critical thinking to enter out understand what I mean when I say that. So y'all can just not be emotionally drawn into this subject through your heartstrings, but critically think and enter out understand what's at the base of it, what's at the roots. All right? Because then you'll start to see that this thing affects not just black people. Not saying that we shouldn't defend it as black people, something that came from black people, because it is and it did, and we should be honored and held in regard for that. We should be paid homage to for that. God damn it. Yes. Flat out. I don't care how any Mexican, Latino feel about that, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Haitian, whatever y'all want, whatever. I don't care about none of that stuff, man. It means nothing to me, man. I respect all y'all's cultures, right? But I also would never try to hijack any of y'all's things that are culturally yours. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't dare do it. Don't want to do it. Don't need to do it, right? And to be honest, just to be on some arrogant, cocky FBA shit, we created all the fly shit anyway. And if it wasn't fly, we made it fly, right? Or we make it fly, and we will continue to make it fly. You said return our instruments to 438 hertz. What y'all know about 438 hertz? Y'all gonna need more than that, man. Y'all gonna start needing Faraday beds out this motherfucker pretty soon. You hear me? But yeah, though, y'all, man, we and listen, y'all, white people, Mexican people, Haitian, Latino, Puerto Rican, Dominican, South Colombian, whatever you are, man, this ain't nothing towards y'all, man. We pay homage to y'all and respect to y'all and spend money with y'all for the things that are culturally y'all's. I love birria tacos. Huh? I absolutely love birria tacos. They slap when they're made right. I made them once, and listen here, I will never do it again. I always will go buy birria tacos. I would preferably go buy them from some Mexican folks, preferably some Mexican folks that are from Mexico. I don't have no problem with spending my money with the Mexicans that make good BD, and I know 2-3 spots here in the city that does. I tried to make it once, and I realized it's something that takes forever to make. I'll never do it again. Right? I'll always go buy it. Like I said, preferably from some Mexicans. Right? Yeah, we know about the 440 reluctant Nabiwama, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go do your research on the frequencies being tuned up to 440. You feel me? That's that high oscillating short millimeter wavelength frequencies. They're very powerful, but they don't travel far, y'all. So they need amplifiers. They need transmitters. The smart grid is here. This is why I tell you about to start putting these meters in our residential areas every 300 meters. They're going to be putting these transmitters, these amplifiers of 5G, 6G, 7G. They're talking about now frequencies. Notice earlier I said we're about to have to start sleeping in Faraday beds. So over here at A Real Talk, Reluctant Nabiwama, man, we all the way in the know over here. You did. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. But like I said, though, man, I know a lot of people feel some type of way, and I don't, how y'all, this don't matter. When it comes to how you feel about a certain man, that shit just don't matter to me. That shit just sounded so fucking homo saying that shit. You hear me? Pause, man. You feel me? I stand with Tariq Nasheed 100,000,000% on this. Right? It's not separatist, man. It's not divisory. It's not divisive. It's not. It's paying homage and respect to people that created something. Flat out. That's what it is. That's all it is. Y'all the ones trying to make it into other things. Mexicans, Latinos, Dominicans, whoever. And you owe y'all owe traitor ass, goddamn it, you hear me, go along, get along, looking, talking about some black and brown and all that stuff. And I ain't got no problem with that, for real, for real. I don't have a problem with black and brown, so y'all speak, or Latino or Spanish descendant cultures or peoples. I ain't got no problem with interacting with them, living around them, working with them, doing business with them. I ain't got no problem with none of that stuff, though. But we got to give homage where the homage is due, though. You know what I'm talking about? And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because, we can't, it's not that we can't, because if we wanted to, we could, but we can't, historically, we can't rationally now claim things to have been the creators of them, and we were not, just because we participated in them. That would be like black people saying we created hockey, or we created baseball, or basketball. It was like saying, since we the best in basketball, like, fuck, we created it. And this is the thing that gets me with this Fat Joe guy, right? Fat Joe made the statement he said. Listen to how serious this is, y'all. This is dangerous, too. Shout out to my brother, Red Supreme TV1, man, because my brother has the over, inner, outer, extra standing, much like how I, not too many others do, just a few, to see where this is all really heading to and what's the real purpose of this stuff, right? And see, I didn't even know that. I'm talking shit, Mr. O. I didn't know that black men created hockey. I'm not a sports ass nigga. I don't know that shit. You feel me? I'm not a sports ass nigga, so I didn't know that. See, there we go, Mr. O with the info. I guess black men did create hockey. But hockey sucks, though. You feel me? Who cares about hockey? Nobody. Ain't nobody running around. Niggas was wearing. People used to wear the what's that? The LA Kings jerseys back in the day because the NWA and all them made them popular. But nobody cares about hockey for real, except for white guys. And that's all the people that need to care about hockey. That's why hockey is popping. You feel me? But think about it though, y'all, man. We can't allow this to happen. We cannot allow, like I say, our history to be usurped. And this ain't about no hatred towards nobody or nothing like that, man. Y'all just gotta pay homage and get respect, man. Damn, y'all know good and goddamn hell well. Y'all ain't sit up there and help create shit, man. You can't even prove it. And that's the main thing I'm saying about this Fat Joe dude, man. I used to like Fat Joe up until now. That is agent provocateur behavior he is displaying, y'all. Just coming on here just straight lying, man. And then making statements as if he's saying something that's true, like we all know is to be true, but he has not provided one shred iota of evidence to back up what he is saying. Come on, all my critical thinkers out there, man. How fucking insulting to your intelligence is that? Especially when you know better. You know different. You know this nigga lying. you know Fat Joe is fucking lying. Right? Cognitive dissonance. 2 + 2 = 5. Right? Type of shit they own, man. We ain't about to go for that. This after like I say at the end of the day, this is go beyond race. Far beyond. This go far beyond race, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that. Far beyond. And if you don't have the foresight, the wherewithal, the critical thinking ability to see that, that's on you, man. I, for one, refuse to be a victim. I refuse to be triggered. I refuse to be, goddamn it, emotionally drawn in. You know what I'm talking about? I refuse to be played upon my emotions through trauma. I refuse, man. I'm gonna just call out the bullshit, man, like a real one's supposed to, man. Now, y'all can take it however y'all take it. How about that? Because I know a lot of people may think like, oh, he in his feelings and all that, like y'all soft ass niggas be saying, like a man just expressing his opinion. Not how I feel, because how I feel don't matter. I'm not expressing how I feel right now. I'm expressing what I think. Two different things, right? What I think, what I know, and what I believe. Now, what you believe is kind of connected to how you feel, but not quite so, because even your belief can be based in facts, which have nothing to do with how the fuck you feel. Or I feel, for that matter. So when y'all come over here to A Real Talk, not saying we don't have heart, not saying we cold-hearted, not saying we don't care, but your fucking feelings don't matter when it comes to the facts and what is real and what's true and right and exact. How about that? And that goes for anybody, black, white, red, I don't care what color you are, any of that shit. The facts and the truth is going to trump everything over here at A Real Talk. Hence, Real Talk. I don't give a damn how you feel, what your ethnicity is, what you believe. It don't matter when it comes to what the actual facts, proven facts, and the goddamn it, rest in the essence to Kevin Samuels, goddamn it, what my man Kevin used to say, the goddamn observable reality facts. Nothing is going to ever true, and which is the truth. No, your eyes do not lie to you, or do they? All right. What y'all talking about, man? Sit up here being made to be feeling like somebody is being wrong for saying what it is. Now, when the truth becomes disrespectful, when the truth becomes racist, when the truth becomes offensive, we living in a dangerous society, y'all. You hear me? You got people out here calling guys like me, guys like my brethren Red, guys like the homie TARIQ NASHEED, racist for merely speaking the actual facts. Like, you can't make it up, man. Right? You can't make it up, man. It's right here in the face. It's straight up in our face. Huh? Here goes some more roots of hip hop. From blues to hip hop, the pursuit of freedom through music, man. Willie Dixon once described the blues as being the roots of all American music. Huh? With the history that dates back centuries. And we created that shit, man. Our forefathers created that shit. Even so, it can sometimes be difficult to identify influences of the blues in modern music, particularly those who are relatively unfamiliar with the genre. In this article, we take a closer look into a few core influences blues has had on many of its musical offspring, with focus on one of its most popular descendants, hip-hop. Huh? Dating all the way back to the slave trade in the 16th century, the blues has since evolved to become one of the most influential and culturally significant musical movements of all time. The genre has birthed a number of offshoots and subgenres, including rock and roll, soul, funk, and even hip-hop. Despite their drastic sonic differences, one can pinpoint several structural, thematic, and cultural similarities between blues, hip-hop, as it continues to evolve today. What y'all talking about, man? Yeah, man. Right? Like I say, man, it can't even be argued, man. I mean, like, and I'm the guy. I'm the it could be argued guy. Like any one of my dudes, my brother Fonz to come down here right now and tell y'all, like, that's like a catchphrase of mine damn near. It could be argued. This is one of those things that can't be argued. I mean, it can be argued, but I mean, you're gonna sound stupid because you be lying. Right? Nigga, man. Black folks created hip hop, flat the fuck out. Nobody helped them. They did it. They took elements of blues, jazz, rock, country, all were created by black folks as well, and they mixed it all together, and they came up with call and response stuff. Now see, I'm gonna keep it real. Even say that they got the call and response aspect of it from maybe African or some or other culture, but the actual hip hop music and culture itself, no. We created that shit, man. You hear me, Blade Monger? Type shit. Type shit, man. My man, Blade Monger, type shit, man. Fat Joe, in the future, will you be claiming that La Raza were the inventors of classical music? Like, come on, man. And all y'all out there talking about niggas is racist and brothers is in their feelings. Nah, man. Even though, I mean, this is something worth being in your feelings about, though, man, because this is go deeper than the music and the rap, man. This is intellectual property. This is history. This is legacy. This is birthright. You hear me? This is intellectual property, man. That's what that's going. So what is going to be another 50 years from now? Who they going to say created hip hop, rap? Who they going to say created it? What, La Raza? The fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? And brothers ain't even being on no bullshit with y'all, because we can be on some straight funny stuff and start smoking and roasting y'all's asses on what y'all absolutely have not contributed to American culture. Fuck y'all talking about, man. Motherfuckers ain't contributed shit to American culture, nowhere near the level and brevity that we have. The fuck? Hip hop, rap music culture is the most influential, powerful, profitable, valuable genre of music on this planet. What is y'all talking about, man? Outdoing all genres of music. So much so that all genres of music are conforming the way they do their music with more hip-hop tones and influences. Now hip-hop is influencing new music styles. How about that? You got country dudes, country rappers, country music singer rappers. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna tell me nothing different, man. For real, man. You ain't gonna tell me nothing different, man. And no, a brother ain't racist for saying that. Y'all ain't gonna hit me with the guilt trip, the shame game. I ain't got no shame. You can't shame me, man. I'm gonna say what it is. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. Right? What y'all talking about, man? Sitting here making all these claims and can't even prove what you talking about. Talking about some Latinos help create hip hop 50-50. Where? When? You know what I'm talking about? Where? Who? You know what I mean, man? Y'all sound crazy as hell, man. But yeah, though, man, this is what I'll be talking about when I be talking about the goddamn memory hole, though, man. Trying to erase history and replace history. You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons why they doing this, man, why I think they doing this, is because they want to not only get rid of the history and the originators thereof, but they want to funnel the money, man. All this funding that they absolutely have to give up because the jig is up and they doing the system. Crazy part about it is they about to dump all this money on black folks, and that money ain't gonna be worth shit. It ain't gonna be worth nothing. I wonder if any of y'all ever use y'all's critical thinking to think, like, if they actually do give us those reparations and cash us out in the amount of money that they actually have to pay each and every foundational Black American. Now, y'all ain't gonna get no money if y'all can't prove that you're a foundational Black American. Right? And just because you got a birth certificate doesn't mean that doesn't prove you being a foundational Black American. Y'all better know that. Right? Now think about when I talk about the memory hole, y'all. Think about when I talk about the memory hole. The memory hole, man. I want y'all to go get 1984 and read that book. I'm about to bring it up for y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. 1984, man. Y'all need to go read that book, man, for real, man. The past was erased. The erasure was forgotten. The lie became the truth. Right? Think about that and what we talking about tonight. Huh? This nigga Fat Joe, man. I used to be a fan of Fat Joe until I heard him say that hoe ass shit he was talking about, sitting up there lying like that. Knowing good and damn hell well ain't no Puerto Ricans had shit to do with creating no hip hop. Can't even prove it. Name one person that was credited as creating, originating. And Grandmaster Caz, man, you know what I'm saying? He ain't, I mean, you know, he ain't, I ain't gonna, you know, I really don't care about what he said for real though, but I ain't gonna say he copped deuces because he really didn't cop deuces though, but he didn't say like, man, y'all ain't create shit. That's what he didn't say. So. All right. You better drink the bottle with me too. Tequila. I wonder, y'all wonder why I'm saying tequila like that. My nigga about to go get a bottle of tequila, man. We about to drink some tequila, but yeah, though, man, for real, man. We ain't on that shit, man. You hear me? Oh, we got my man Blade Monger came through with the 5 spiggity yitty. You understand me? Good looking out, my brethren. You feel me? Hit that like button, y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and all of that, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering, man. I keep talking about the memory hole, y'all, because this is like a prime example of what I be talking about when I do talk about the memory hole. This situation right here that's going on with the present usurpation, you know what I'm saying, assimilation, manipulation, right? Destruction of the originators, foundational Black Americans, of the hip-hop music and culture. And we would be some straight suckers if we was to sit up here and be quiet and not say nothing about it. Not speak out in opposition of this clear and, quite obvious fuckery. This clear and obvious bullshit, lies, straight cognitive dissonance. They're asking us to believe that 2 + 2 is 5. This is what I be talking about, y'all. And the whole idea of saying 2 + 2 is 5 came from George Orwell's 1984. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? We cannot allow this to happen, y'all. We absolutely cannot allow this to happen, y'all. I know all my critical thinkers out there who have a mind of their own and are free thinking understand how important this is. Shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. He understand how important this is. So y'all make sure y'all go over there to my brother Red's platform, subscribe to his page right now. Ain't too many brothers out here speaking on this shit because they suckers, man. Flat out. Suckers. All right. How do we know that 2 and 2 make 4? Or that the force of gravity works? Or that the past is unchangeable? If both the past and the external world exist only in the mind, and if the mind itself is controllable, what then? That is so profound. That is so profound. Read that, y'all. I'm about to read it out loud again. Let me send this text message real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. Yeah, man. We ain't having it. Yeah, fuck that nigga Fat Joe, man. Flat out. Love him to death, right? Ain't nothing against Fat Joe. Don't hate him, but fuck him for saying what he said concerning this stuff. Fuck that nigga. Yes. We ain't going. Like my man Solo, we ain't going. Nigga, I refuse to accept that 2 + 2 = 5. I absolutely refuse. I will not accept that. I do not accept that. I reserve, listen here, man. I reserve my right as a free-thinking black man, right, to think whatever I want to think, especially when it's true and rightfully so factual and is right and exact and can be proven to be so. Y'all heard what my man Blade Monger said, man. Y'all ain't already subscribed to Red Supreme TV 1. Hit that link right there. Go subscribe to my brother page. Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV 1 TV. All right? It's only right that real ones address this shit. Right? And I want y'all to over enter out understand, right, how serious this thing is. We're being asked to accept that 2 + 2 = 5. 1984 memory hole shit. Pretty soon, they ain't even gonna call it hip hop no more. They're gonna call it some other shit, and they're gonna completely phase us out of the history that is connected to who the originators of it is. They're gonna say that unintelligent artificial intelligence created this shit. FN Mecca. Y'all better, man. Listen, y'all better goddamn use y'all's critical thinking, man, and see this how serious this is, man. This ain't no bullshit, man. That's why I say I stand 100% 10 toes down with TARIQ NASHEED on this, man. This ain't no just stuff that you just be like, oh, it's not that. No, it's very serious. This is very, very dangerous. And only those who can have the ability or who exercise the ability to critically think and connect dots and see where this stuff is not only stemming from, where it currently is at and where it's trajected to go, understand why this is serious and something we cannot be silent about. Absolutely not. Standing 10 toes down with my brother Red and TARIQ NASHEED and anybody else who thinks the same way we think and who refuses to accept that 2 + 2 = 5. Right? No ill feelings, no ill will towards any races of Latinos or African or whoever the hell else think that they somehow contributed or somehow created hip-hop culture and music when they absolutely did not. Can't even be proven to be so. Whatever historical background check you do into this hip-hop thing is going to lead to niggas. How about that for the algorithm? It's going to lead to straight niggas. God damn it. I don't give a damn how nobody feel about that. Prove it wrong then. Prove to us that Latinos 50-50 created hip hop, especially specifically in New York and the Bronx. Prove it. All these niggas from goddamn New York City by way of the Bronx talking about some, nah, man, this was black folks created. What y'all talking about? So you saying they lying? Brothers ain't even got on no straight fuckery and just start roasting y'all for the stuff y'all absolutely have not contributed to doing as far as anything else. Like, what have y'all actually contributed to American culture? That is anywhere near the level of influence globally, like what us foundational black Americans have done with this hip hop rap music culture. Name one thing. I ain't gonna play no games with this right here, man. And y'all know I don't even do the racial shit, but this ain't about race. Only a sucker would think this is about race. And when I say think it's about, I mean in totality. Of course, race is involved. I mean, you know, I'll be an idiot to say something contrary to that, right? And I'm not that. So Of course, race is involved, but it's not all about race. This goes deeper than race. This is now playing with our freedom to think. And this is how I want y'all to begin to look at this shit and try to remove the societal tropes that they try to impose on us, that we should be feeling some type of way by these things with, when we really need to be feeling an assault to our critical thinking and our freedom to think and our freedom to speak as well. I am too, Black Monger, and that's why I rock with you, bro. Unbiasedly honest. Don't get me wrong, I'll speak out for my black people and brethren and sisters, though, but goddamn it, though, man, it go deeper than that. You know, race tends to get a little bit out the picture when it's asking you to accept things that aren't true. That's a whole nother level, y'all. That goes deeper than race, income bracket, educational level, social, popularity, anything like that. That's literally asking us to accept two opposing views and accepting both of them. That is cognitive dissonance in its finest example, made manifest. Then you got Busta Rhymes sitting up there going along with this stuff too, talking about some Jamaican. Man, Jamaicans ain't create shit when it comes to hip hop. God damn it. They ain't create shit. Can't even prove it, man. Like I said, you can't even prove it. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all got to understand how dangerous this is, man. This go deeper than some fucking blacks created this shit. This got to do with the way we fucking think, man. So anybody can just go up on anywhere and just say anything, make something up, and totally contrary to the facts and the actual history, and be like, yeah, Latinos helped create hip-hop 50-50. And nobody question him on that. Nobody say, whoa. Fat Joe, Don Cartagena, whoa. Where's your evidence to support that statement? You just say it. And not only can he say it, he can condemn people for actually questioning him about it and saying that he's wrong, and then go on this tirade to, campaign, saying that people who do that is racist. This is 1984 shit, y'all. Read 1984. I keep telling y'all to read 1984. This is the ministry of truth. We are watching the establishment of the ministry of truth in our society on YouTube right in our faces, y'all. I refuse to not be quiet. I refuse to be quiet about this. I refuse to be ridiculed or made to be felt ashamed by being called a conspiracy theorist or one of them type or whatever the fuck y'all want to say, man. I don't care about none of that shit. You hear me? It is what it is. We're going to say what it is, man. Prove us wrong, right? Show us some actual facts, data, historical, right? That links anybody of Latino, Spanish descent as being an originator or creator of hip-hop music and culture in America. Please point me in the direction. I would love to be proven wrong and say, you know what? I was wrong. Y'all right. Latinos did contribute to creating hip-hop. My bad. Because I'll pay homage and I'll apologize, because that's what fucking men do. This nigga Fat Joe doubles down. The ministry of truth, y'all. Right in our face on fucking YouTube, man. I've been saying it. I'm going to continue to say it simply for one reason. It's true. I can prove it. Yeah, man. It got me fucked up, man. I ain't going. Like my man Solo Dolo said, man, I ain't going. We ain't having it. We going to sit up here and call this shit out every time they try to pull some 2 + 2 = 5 cognitive dissonance bullshit on us. We're going to call this shit out every time. And if we don't stand in solidarity, right, and non-acquiesce, non-comply, not fight back, not resist, no, non-acquiesce, non-comply with this shit, challenge this shit. No. Smack them in the face with the actual facts in the history like we just did a little bit, examples of tonight. No. No, 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 no. Fat fucking Joe. No. Prove what you said, nigga. Show us the actual facts, the data, the history. Show us what y'all say, the empirical data. Right? You hoe ass nigga, you hear me? Because anybody who would insult a critical thinking person intelligence, I feel like you's a hoe ass nigga. Like I'm just stupid. Like you just gonna be able to sit up there and say to me, yeah, Latinos help create hip hop 50-50. Nigga, where? Prove it. Who? You ain't just gonna try to usurp our shit like that. Nigga, you don't hear us saying that shit about no Puerto Rican Day parade or none of that shit. Exactly, Blade Monger. We'll give y'all credit for reggaeton. We don't hear niggas trying to take credit for no reggaeton. Jamaicans did create reggae, which Selena later converted into reggaeton. That's a fact. I mean, that's an absolute fact. Shout out to the Jamaicans, my Jamaicans. I got the boom clock, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean, y'all? You see me? Yeah. Shout out to my Jamaican brother, my nigga Dreddy, man. One of my brothers, man, my brother Dreddy, man, he was in the joint with me, and when he came out, they deported him back to Jamaica. Now he in Jamaica living like a goddamn boss, man. He got his own little bar down there. He got rental cars down there. He got the jitney situation down there, man. He doing real good for himself, man. In Tomba on the island. But y'all didn't create hip-hop, though. Y'all had no hand in creating hip-hop. No. And that's what I'm focusing on tonight, y'all. This is not so much about Fat Joe and, you know, hip hop being made by black people, which it was, and which Fat Joe's a fuck nigga for saying what he's saying. Yes, right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he a fuck nigga in total. I'm gonna say he's a fuck nigga for saying that though, for sure. You saying you just gonna sit up there and lie? Fuck niggas lie. You know what I'm saying? About shit like that. Especially. He's gonna sit there and just insult real one's intelligence, like people wasn't around for the creation, for like everybody who was around actually is like gone or something now. You did. Take this quote with y'all, man. You hear me? How do we know that 2 and 2 make 4? How do we know that 2? Okay, now ask yourself, how do we know that 2 and 2 makes 4? Right? We can answer that right now. It's a simple answer. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that fucking simple, man. 2 fingers. Huh? 2 fingers, 2 more fingers. Huh? How many is that? 1, 2, or should I say 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, is that not 4 fingers? Do you see 5? Listen here, y'all. I don't care in what reality you find yourself in. I don't care what dimension, universe, multiverse, whatever. You walk through a portal. I don't give a damn where you go. 2 plus 2 is always going to be 4. I don't give a damn what time zone you in, what timeline you're on. You hear me? I don't care what universe, multiverse, dimension, alternate reality. I don't care about any of that shit. No matter where you go, 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4. Even in its inverse, -2 plus -2 equals 4. -4. So think about that, y'all, man. You hear me? We are being asked to believe and accept that 2 plus 2 equals 5. I absolutely refuse. I absolutely refuse. And I've been telling y'all for years, man, people who know who've been rocking in with me, man, y'all know I've been telling y'all this for a long time, man. I've been telling y'all about this for a very long time, man. You hear me? Rest in the essence to my brother Billy D. Williams, man. Billy D. Badass Williams, man. Rest in the essence to him. My brother was unfortunately taken away when we was young boys, man. You understand me? Young boys, man. You hear me? We was young boys, y'all, man. My brother was 13 when he lost his life, man. Died about a couple months before his 14th birthday, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. Billy D. Williams. That's his actual name, Billy D. Williams. Yes, Blade Monger. You already know, brother. My brother Blade Monger know. 2 + 2 always equals 4. It will never not equal 4, even in its inverse, right? Which is -2 + -2. That equals -4. In any reality, any dimension, any universe you go to, 2 + 2 is always going to be 4. It is never going to be anything but that. Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. It's been what? 26 years? Yeah. 26 years, man. My nigga will be turning 41. All right. Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. That nigga used to smoke backwoods back in the day. That's why I never liked them motherfuckers, because them shits was terrible. I used to clown that nigga for going to the store and buying them nasty ass shells when we was young boys. My nigga Billy used to smoke them motherfuckers, man. He used to always have backwoods. I used to always have even some swishers. Like what I got right now. Like some swishers or some Phillies. He loved the backwoods. I couldn't stand them then, and I can't stand them now. It's the worst cigar ever. No, they were not, Lance Parker. They were not large consumers at all. In fact, when hip hop first came on the scene, the Latinos in New York, Nueva York, they were merengue, calypso, salsa, Telemundo type shit, man. Them motherfuckers wasn't worried about no goddamn hip hop. You know what I'm told about? Yeah, man, you gotta have encouraging words my beautiful women sent to you to keep you going, man. That's a beautiful thing to motivate a man to keep doing what he do to God the most high designing to do. You know what I'm talking about? And that's to be the man that you're supposed to be. You did. You know what I'm talking about? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when beautiful women tell you you're doing a good job and they're proud of you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. All the ladies that send their encouragement and their support. Yeah, they. Yeah, I smoke the Dutchess every now and again too. I got a Dutch in the drawer now. I fuck with the Palmers, and every now and again I fuck with one of those Royal Haze joints. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah. We can't allow this to happen, y'all. You hear me? Rest in the essence to my brother Billy. Billy, y'all can tell Billy is this guy right here with the hat on. That's my brother right there. That's him, his oldest brother, my nigga Marky. My nigga Marky E. Elmore. My nigga Billy right there. That's me and Billy right there at Tone's oldest daughter, who is now, I think, 26 or 20. She's like 26 now. Yeah, she's like 26, 27. Tone's daughter, Tiffany. This is at her baby shower when she wasn't even born yet. You hear me? That's right there. We went to I remember this day right here. We went to the flea market. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? This right here, this picture right here is Billy. That's me behind Billy. That's my sister right there. My mom is in this picture. My nigga Spark is in this picture. My nigga Brennan is in this picture. You know, Tumbak. Yeah, the Royal Hayes is the truth, man. I had them Dutch golds, man, and they was decent, but the Royal Hayes is the joints, though. I fuck with the Royal Hazes. You know what I'm saying? I really don't fuck with the flavored cigars, but I love strawberry swishers, though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love strawberry swishers, man. That's my favorite shell to smoke out of, Mike. That's what I'm smoking out of right now, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. For real, man. He was way ahead of his time. We were way ahead of our time for young boys. We were doing shit that young boys absolutely should not be doing. I would never advocate or promote like that's something that a young man of 13 years old should be doing. When I was 13, I was doing stuff I had absolutely no business doing. I mean, if y'all look at us in this picture, we have drinks in our hands. You know how old I was in this picture? You realize how old we were in this picture? That picture was like 95, man.
You got for it? No.
Yeah, y'all, man, for real, man. We gotta yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Rest in the essence to all our dearly departed. You know what I'm talking about, man? My nigga Billy was way ahead of his time, y'all, for real. We was doing wild shit when we was young boys, man. We had no business doing what the fuck we was doing. I strongly encourage any young guys who happen to be watching this to do not lead a life of violence and crime as a young man. Be a young boy, man. Enjoy being young and not having no responsibilities. Don't try to grow up too fast, man. You know what I'm saying? You end up in a joint. You definitely gonna go to prison or die. One of the two. I'm telling you that right now. You're gonna either die or go to prison. This man right here would be 41 right now. He'd be turning 41 today if he was alive. He was 13 when he got killed. My nigga Titan TV was good. We was 13 in this picture. You hear me? My nigga Billy was like nine months older than me. You hear me? He'd be turning 41 today if he was alive. He got killed when he was 13. You know what I'm talking about? Like a couple months before his 14th birthday. We was in the fucking 7th grade going into the 8th grade. You feel me? Shit crazy, man. Yeah, it is sad, Juju. It's real sad, man. This was my nigga right here, man. He was way ahead of his time. You know what I'm talking about? We was very advanced for our age, man. We was doing shit that like I said, we had absolutely no business doing, man. Like I said, we have drinks in our hand in this picture right here, yo. Like we literally have drinks in this picture right here. Like, like I said, this is at my nigga Billy older brother Tone up here in this picture up here. That's Billy right there. That's Tone in the middle. It's my nigga E-Dub. This is at his oldest niece and Tiffany, like 26 now, I think 26, 27. This was at her baby shower. Yeah. This was at her baby shower. You know what I'm talking about? So rest in the essence to my brother Billy D. Williams, man, aka Billy Badass, man. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was off the chain, man. You hear me? That nigga was crazy, man. You hear me? That nigga, we used to go to the corner store when we was kids, right? And he used to buy this is when you had the Bubblicious bubble gum, and he used to get that flavor called Tropical Tango, man. You hear me? You remember the Tropical Tango, the bubble gum or the Tropical Tango shit? He used to get that shit. This nigga Billy would buy 3 packs of that shit, and he would chew it up, and he would swallow that shit. Like, yeah, he would swallow it. He wouldn't chew it. He would just chew it, and then when it get to the no homo, when it get to his real good, he'd like swallow that shit. He wouldn't continuously chew it. And I used to always just ask him. I used to be like, damn, bro, why you always do that shit? Nah. Just pause. He said, man, it just be tasting so good, man. It just be juicy. And I just got to swallow. I was like, pause. Like, whoa, pause, bro. Pause, man. But that's what he said, though. Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. My nigga had dumb hands, too, man. He beat a lot of older niggas up when we was kids, man. That's why. Our nigga Billy beat up a couple older niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? About when we was young boys, man. We was wild, man. You know what I'm talking about? We was crazy when we was kids, man. We used to have, you know what I'm saying? Billy was the first one to buy a car. That nigga had a car when he was 13, man. We had the Nissan Sentra, the 1992 Nissan Sentra. That motherfucker was clean as fuck too. That nigga had a system in that bitch and everything. We used to drive that bitch everywhere. You did. Young as hell. Rest of the essence to my nigga badass Billy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Billy D. Williams, man. That nigga be 41 if he was still alive today, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all niggas stay out the goddamn streets, man. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about? We about to get on up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Being black was fun back then. It really was, Uncle D. Shout out to my nigga Uncle Diggity. Being a black kid back in them days was definitely fun, man. I got to say that. Our childhood was beautiful, man. I wouldn't trade it for shit. Like I say, it's important for this reason right here. We grew up in an era. Think about this. Think about this, y'all. I won't. We grew up in an era before all of this technology shit came in, man. For social engineering, the internet, all of that. So we have a frame of reference, man. Right? Y'all got to understand how important that is, man. We have a frame of reference, and that means that we can remember when shit went like how shit is now, so we know that some trickery and some bullshit is involved. We can see through this shit, all right? Yeah, I said Black Market. This was back in like the 90s, the early 90s, man. This is back in like 94, man. 95. This nigga used to chew that goddamn gum and swallow. I be like, boy, what's wrong with you, man? He used to swallow that shit. That was my nigga, though. I thought that nigga was crazy, man. He was, you know, most people who is crazy be smart as hell. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got straight A's in school. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga ain't missed a day of school. You hear me? That nigga got better grades. He didn't get better grades than me, but he got as good grades as I got. You hear me? That nigga was smart just like I am. I could only imagine what my brother would be doing if he was still alive today. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in the essence to my nigga Billy D. Williams, Mike. And rest in the essence to anybody else out there who may have lost a childhood friend at a young age, and you have to grow up through the trauma that was connected with that. Hopefully you have been able to heal yourself from that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that make people turn into killers and shit like that when they experience stuff like that at a young age. You hear me? This is why a lot of young guys go to prison and stuff like that, like myself. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I can realize now that how that contributed to me going to the joint. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, dog, man, we're gonna bang this E&E joint for y'all as we get on up through, man. Thanks everybody for coming out, man. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the page, click on the bell and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Share on your social engineering and all that. Definitely go subscribe to my brother, Mr. O with the info. You know what I mean? He in the chat room. Go ahead, subscribe to my brother, Red Supreme TV1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to TARIQ NASHEED too, man. Y'all go support that brother, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Ain't nobody helped create this shit. We created this shit. Flat out. Us, nigga. What y'all talking about, man? Us. We did it. Nobody else. Right? And the whole world eating off our shit. Right? And I said the sad part about it is we don't even own the shit. Nothing. Don't own it. Don't control it. Don't operate it. Oversee it. Definitely ain't getting the money from it. The trillions down near dollars that is almost that. You feel me? Literally influence every aspect of modern society. Cartoons. You look at the cartoons now, they got the cartoons on there rapping. I know you seen that, Fonz. The cartoon like rapping like how niggas be rapping nowadays, but it's like kids and cartoons and shit
Snoop
like that.
Snoop started this shit.
Yeah, Snoop. Yeah, I seen this. Y'all seen this shit with
And
Snoop?
the kids are loving it.
The kids love this shit. I listened to some of that shit. That shit was sounding kind of fly a little bit like.
But it's Snoop. If you think about it, Snoop is taking off. He's gonna be like his mind frame.
Yeah, he on some other shit.
He kind of took his mind frame to like he went to gangster to making it to corporate to I'm my own brand to I'm my own self to I can do whatever I want. Now I can go do goddamn Sesame Street if I want to.
Yeah, he just proved everything Snoop do. He proved how much of a fucking slave his ass really is. He's just a rich one though. And shout out, rest of the essence, the Dolph for making that song, man. Rich fucking slaves, man. You know, if Snoop ain't, if I ain't never seen a rich ass slave, it's goddamn a Snoop, man. You hear me? That nigga owns Death Row, the label. He don't own the masters even to his own shit, man.
Yes, he does.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
No, it doesn't.
You are tripping, bro.
I'm not tripping. I can prove it. I can prove it right now.
Prove it right now.
I can prove it right now.
Nah, prove it right now.
No, I'm about to prove it right now. It's a company called Blackstone.
No, he bought the. He bought everything from Death Row from them, bro. He didn't. Yes, he did.
Well, y'all sit up here and tell my dude that Snoop Dogg owns the label. He don't own no masters. He don't own no rights to no publishing, to nobody's catalogs or none of that shit. No, he doesn't. He absolutely does not. I wish he did because it would make sense, but he doesn't though. The Blackstone Group owns Death Row.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yeah, look it up on your phone.
Oh, I already know about it because Snoop had to buy the whole. He had to buy. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to give Snoop. They wanted Snoop to get Death Row, but they didn't want to pay him for all the things.
Snoop does not own. Snoop only owns the name of the label. He does not own the masters to none of the catalog connected with Death Row. No, he does not. Not Murder Was the Case. Not the Dog Pound. Not Dog Food. Not even his albums. He don't. Not Dr. Dre's albums. He don't own none of that shit. He doesn't own Death Row. He's just the owner of the label, not the catalog. No, he does not. No. And that's a fact. That's something else that cannot be argued. He's the owner in name only. That's a nice ass Death Row chain that nigga got, though. I like that chain he got, though. Notice how we had to wait till Suge got locked up for that to happen, though. I'm just saying, you have to wait 10 years since the nigga been locked up for that to happen. That's all I'm saying. So that lets you know how much Suge didn't own fucking Death Row. You hear me? So when it comes to this rap shit, man, we created this shit, but we absolutely do not own it. That's a fact. No, we do not. Nobody black is running and controlling the hip hop industry, which is a billion, damn near $1 trillion industry that literally is driving everything popular popping on planet Earth right now. And black people do not own it, run it, control it, operate it. Yeah, I mean, he might own the rights to the shit he putting out now. I'm talking about the catalog of Death Row. No, he absolutely does not own that shit. We're talking about Murder Was the Case. We're talking about Above the Rim soundtrack. Do I gotta keep going? Snoop don't own that shit, y'all. He don't even own this shit to his shit. It's Doggy Style. He don't own that shit.
Here we go.
That nigga Snoop don't own fuck all, man. Snoop is a slave just as anybody else, man. That's another topic for another day. But one thing we cannot do, y'all, is we absolutely cannot allow our culture to be usurped like other people helped create it when they absolutely didn't. It's not the fact that they didn't contribute. It's not the fact that they didn't participate, help out, promote, and all that, but they didn't create it. They didn't originate it. They're not the ones who created it. We are. And for the main reason we can't let this slide is simply because it's not true. And now we getting into 1984 memory hole, 2 + 2 = 5 shit, man. Making us trying to believe shit that ain't really what it is.
Hey, here you go, Virgil.
You hear me?
In a new interview, Snoop has provided some clarity on his ownership of Death Row brand and the spending.
Yeah, he owns the brand, yes.
The spending that he does, in fact, own the masters to some of the label's most iconic releases.
Some of the shit, man. Some of that new shit, yeah.
Be in control of the masters.
Yeah, bro, he talking about albums like Sensual Seduction. He talking about any of the new shit Snoop putting out. Yes, he own that
Tupac
shit.
Listen,
he don't own Tupac shit. He don't own Me Against the World and all that shit, man.
He said it's all mine. I'm able to move around.
Man, that nigga lying. Snoop don't own no rights to no fucking Me Against the World or no against all. I mean, goddamn it, All Eyes on Me. He don't own that shit.
Hold on, Virgil. I'm just reading the article.
I know, but he don't own that shit. He ain't even saying he own that shit in the article. He ain't saying he own the rights to Me Against the World and that.
Hold on.
Or All Eyes on Me.
Hold on.
He keeps saying, hold on, read it though. Where's he saying that?
You're not letting me get
read it then. You read it though.
He continued, as far as Tupac's masters came back to him last year. I got a relationship with his estate. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to work something out. To continue Death Row, to continue some Death Row Tupac business that Snoop Dogg is in control. So he don't have all. So
like I just said, y'all, Tupac doesn't own the rights to the Tupac Shakur estate or the catalog, but being the owner of the label, he has influence on stuff being distributed. When the actual owners decide to put the shit out, he's going to be the guy who oversees how it comes out, being the owner of the label. It's a job. It's like being the fucking manager. Come on. That nigga don't own shit. He don't even own the rights to fucking Doggy Style, nigga. The fuck, man? Y'all, come on, y'all.
So what did Snoop do then? He just put himself on Death Row?
No, he was given a job that make it look like he owns some shit that he don't own. That's why. Because he's Snoop fucking Dogg, and who he is now, like the slave he is, can be used to push what they want to do, which is revitalizing. We're probably going to start seeing a lot of people sampling stuff from Death Row. They might even try to release some shit and all that shit. And Snoop Dogg is definitely going to push that shit, because when you think of Death Row, you think of Snoop Dogg. He's on a lot of the albums. You hear me? And you're going to go cop that shit or listen to it, or you're going to download it. It's an awesome business strategy. But Snoop ain't running shit. He's a puppet. He don't run nothing. Look who owns the company that owns Death Row right now.
Your waves are spinning out of control.
I appreciate that, brother, because I do a brushing regimen. You know what I'm talking about?
That shit looks stupid, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You could be 40 with your waves still spinning. You know what I'm talking about? You got to keep yourself young, fresco, and motherfucking, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? All around the world. You did. You know what I'm saying? Get your brush game up, fellas. You know what I'm talking about? Now, the only reason why my shit is popping like this, though, because every day I go to the gym Monday through Thursday, and when I'm sitting in the sauna for 20 minutes, I'm brushing my hair the whole time I'm in there. So that's why my shit chopped the way it do, y'all. You hear me?
Yeah, my shit.
That's the reason why my shit chopped the way it do, because you know what I'm talking about? I do that while I'm in the gym. But yeah, though, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? What's it? Snoop to Death Row right now is what Jay-Z. Uncle Diggity, you funny as hell, man. My nigga Uncle Diggity said Snoop to Death Row right now is what Jay-Z was to the Nets. That's a fact. I mean, that's a fact. I couldn't have said it better. Reluctant Nabi Wama said no, that Snoop is a puppet.
Does Jay-Z still own some of the Nets?
Maybe he probably do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Uncle Diggity said, nah, Tupac's catalog is off limits and he don't own no Dr. Dre produced projects off top. Everything else should be a question too. It's too many. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Uncle D Snoop don't own shit. He's the manager. He's the manager. He's equivalent to the manager.
He's trying to get closer to He's close to the guys that got the Masters. When the guys that got the Masters, they went more than what they went like 3 times what Snoop is worth himself.
Like Snoop is like he's like the manager. I mean, he's the manager basically.
So basically, when Dre did that Super Bowl thing, the people that own Death Row, they tore that shit up. They got a whole bunch of bread.
These motherfuckers could just release that shit whenever they could just straight release the shit whenever they want. And niggas would buy it though. But why not put Snoop's ass behind it? So look, out of all the stuff with Death Row, who's the last man standing? Snoop. That's another topic for another day, y'all, man.
And Snoop is eating.
You hear me?
And Snoop is eating probably better than any rapper.
I'm surprised the nigga Snoop ain't no goddamn billionaire, man. He should be a billionaire, man.
Snoop is not worth $200 million.
And you would think he is as much stuff as he doing and how long he been doing the stuff he been doing.
He has not.
He done had TV shows and everything. So
Snoop didn't get, the crazy part is Snoop didn't get bread off all of these TV. So Snoop has had his hand in a lot of businesses. Snoop, just in the next last couple of years, is being back to Snoop rather than Snoop.
Right.
If that makes sense. But before, he had a couple little things here and there. He was a couple movies. But Snoop wasn't making multi-million-dollar movies and shit like that. He wasn't in shit like that. Snoop is now.
You would kind of think though, because of his brand, you would think it would be. It's not as, so that lets you know it's not as big as we being made to believe it is, because as big as we like to all think and believe Snoop is, but on top of what he actually is, his bankroll ain't reflecting the popularity.
But he's still worth almost $200 million.
Yeah, but you saying he's worth $200 million, but man, Snoop should be on billionaire status by now, man. I'm saying he should be though, with the endorsement deals he had and stuff he been involved with. You know what I'm talking about? He should be there. He should at least be at 500 plus. Snoop should be there. He's involved with stuff with Martha Stewart, and Snoop should be there, man. He had a long running TV show, series.
He just has now got to that point.
That's what I'm saying. He should be at billionaire. He should be out down there billionaire status. Snoop been at the level he's been at for at least a good 3 to 5 years plus now, for sure. Making consistent, doing investments and all this shit. Unless he's not, and he's just fucking his bread off.
No. Snoop is now getting that money. His money is starting to climb.
That nigga should be out billionaire.
Snoop kind of had what kind of happened with Dre. Dre had the beats for the rap game, so Dre is gonna always get more money than Snoop. But Snoop got fucked over too. Snoop didn't get no bread for the rap game. Remember, Master P had to come say Snoop.
Yeah, I'm talking about now though. The stuff he been doing now since all that shit happened. It's been years since all that shit happened.
Shit,
he been snooping in a whole bunch of other shit.
Exactly. So imagine Snoop making $1 million every single year for the last 20 years. 25 years.
But he's been made more than that, though.
Exactly. That's why he's worth almost $200 million.
Yeah, but only so are we saying that Snoop only made $10 million a year for the past 20 years?
I wouldn't. But Snoop is not making bread. Snoop don't have. So Snoop is.
So that lets you know. So if he has it, that lets you know that he's been really a slave. He's really a slave then.
So let's put it like this. Snoop.
Because Snoop's name is. I mean, I could imagine what Snoop makes just in doing touring in a year alone. I could just imagine what he makes doing that. I'm pretty sure that's way more than 200 million. Just doing that right there. If Snoop could go on like a 3-month tour or something, that's what these niggas be doing. Yes, I'm right. Oh, yes, in the drawer.
Nah, it was his court.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? When these dudes, man, listen, the rap game is ours, though. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how niggas feel about whoever they feel. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You said, can you get on for a moment? Now, why should the hell I should let you up, reluctant Nabi Wama? You hear me? The Ali Afro artists that were owing shit was my See, I hate when niggas be typing in the conversation. You can't really understand what niggas be saying because they be trying to type it out so goddamn fast. Take your time and type what you're trying to say so it'll be legible and clear and we can see it and read it. Right, without sounding silly, trying to read your scribble scrabble ass, hurried up writing because you want to get out what you want to say. What's the most important about Snoop that we missing, reluctant Nabi Wama? Nigga said Snoop to death row. Like, that is a fact though, man. They're gonna use Snoop the market. They're probably about to start re-releasing a whole bunch of Death Row joints. I would like to get hear that murder was the case though, and that above the rim, man, and that dog pound, man. You go to YouTube right now and listen to all of them shits for free. You know what I'm saying? You can of course do that right now on YouTube. Oh, you talking about him being shut down like Gail, man? We don't give a damn about what what my homie Larry, shout out to Larry Gator, Gail Stale King. We don't care what Gail Stale. We all know that Gail Stale King was there to, assassinate Kobe's legacy, man. That's what she do, man. That's what they do. That's what they pay him to do, literally. We ain't worried about none of that, man. Rest in the essence to Kobe, man. You know what I'm talking about? Snoop so scary ass gonna call her a funky dog head bitch and then recant his statement like a bitch. Nigga, that was some hoe ass shit. Nigga, I'd have never apologized for what the fuck I said. Nigga, I meant what I said. Nigga, I'd have never said sorry.
I guess can we I'm gonna take a shot. Take one more shot. Can we put some off record right there?
You know what I'm saying? For real, man. I would have never apologized for that shit. I'd have said, yeah, you funky dog head bitch, talking shit about Kobe like that and he dead. Trying to paint him in a bad light and all that shit. You hear me? Try to desecrate the homie Kobe's name, man. Rest in the essence to the Mamba, man. You hear me? Gail Stale King will always be a funky dog head bitch. Nigga, that's how you know Snoop a sucker for real, man. Recanting his statement like that. Man. Say it with your chest. Man. We all heard you say it too. So you can't say you didn't say it and you ain't mean it like that. And now you're apologizing for how you feel. What type of sucker ass? And this is part of 2 + 2 = 5, y'all. This is part of the cognitive dissonance, man. Being made to apologize for being honest about how you think, what you think. Think about how dangerous that can be, y'all. You already know Uncle Diggity, he got to behave for the most Snoopy snacks. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, everybody, for coming to the show. I see y'all want to keep going. We're going to keep going. It's all good, man. Listen, man, hit that like button, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? One thing for sure, two things for certain, y'all, man. Black folks in America, specifically foundational Black Americans, we created hip-hop music and culture flat out. Hey, flat the fuck out, y'all. You hear me? And as long as goofy people keep supporting this old fake-ass mixture of everybody contributing to creating it, and they goddamn, not only did they not, they can't even fucking prove that they did. Saying they did. They can't even prove it. Where's the historical data and facts that support these claims and statements? I want to see them. Point me in the right direction. I am a man that does thorough research into lots of things. I would love to say, you know what? I was wrong. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. You're right. And I will give proper credence and homage to whatever Latinos contributed to the actual creation and formation of hip-hop music and culture. I'm a man. I have no problem with doing that. None at all. It would be my pleasure, in fact. Because part of being a man is having integrity. And you got to be able to admit when you're wrong, which I have no problem with doing. But I'm not often wrong, though, y'all. It's very rare. But when I am, I will admit when I am, though. So, you know. God damn it. Rest in the essence to my brother Billy, man. You hear me? And like I said, the saddest aspect of the whole thing to me, y'all, is that, like I say, we don't own no parts of the rap game. That sucks. That's dangerous, too, in itself. That's dangerous. Imagine if we was in control of a damn near $1 trillion industry. Wakanda, for real. So think about that movie, Black Panther, man. It's a subliminal movie, man. You hear me? And think about in Wakanda, man. Wakanda was hidden from the wider society, right in plain sight, though. Hidden in plain sight. You know, that tech that came from a meteor that crashed into that area. and provided them with all of this tech and created the heart-shaped herb and all that. Huh? What y'all know about Bast? What y'all know about the goddess Bast, the Cometian Egyptian daemon goddess Bast? Praying to your damn ancestors and shit like that. Your ancestors. Spiritual Root Sundays with my Pop Sunday. We going in this Sunday. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. We're going to be discussing the spiritual roots of anatomy and biology. What y'all know about? I said Sunday we're going to be discussing the spiritual roots of biology and anatomy. Oh shit! Well, he about to come through. Yeah, man. Well, homie Blade Monger say people who do not admit when they're wrong and correct suffer from the Dunning-Kruger. Yes, Dunning-Kruger effect. Yes, research it. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Kind of like the same thing. Kind of like the Mandela effect. In a ways. As a man, you have to be willing to admit when you're wrong. You have to. It's an absolute must. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to grow and prosper. You know what I'm talking about? It's very feminine to not want to be honest about your behavior and actions. You feel me? And the reason why you chose to do them, that's also a little bit more in depth. So, you know, just a little game for the young homies out there. Just be honest. Don't lie. Specifically, don't lie to women. You hear me? I'm going to make sure you tell them the truth the most. You hear me? Man, shouts out to TARIQ NASHEED, man. You know, so like I say, I vehemently disagree with TARIQ NASHEED on a lot of his views and points. But shout out to the brother for having the testicular fortitude to say what it is, man. Right? And defend what it is, whatever may come. You hear me? And since everybody want to scream about black this, y'all should definitely be supporting that brother. Because until these people be able to prove that they contributed to creating, not contributing to, not perpetuating, not participating in, right? Not being a part of, a party to, or a witness to. I'm talking about actual creation. Who did it? What did they create? What aspect of it did they create that wasn't popping before? Point them out. Yeah, there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with being humble toward the truth. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with being not humble towards the truth. Because the truth is not humble. The truth isn't humble. The truth is neutral. The truth ain't nothing. You can't attach a feeling or emotion to the truth. What is? Because it ain't right or wrong or good or bad or bad or evil or none of that. It just is. It just is. How many of y'all can over, inner, outer, extra stand that concept? You know, it just is, man. It just is. Much like 2 + 2 = 4. It just does. In any reality, universe, dimension, whatever portal you could walk through to get somewhere different, but the same, but not really, but both, but neither one. All right, 2 + 2 is always going to be 4. Even in the under, in goddammit, got Stranger Things, 2 + 2 = 4. Huh? Y'all see how far I just took it for y'all? For y'all Stranger Things fans. 2 + 2 is always going to = 4. So when we being made to believe that 2 + 2 = 5, we'd be a fucking coward to not be like, well, whoa. 2 plus 2 equals 4, though. I got 2 fingers right here. I got 2 fingers right here. I'm counting them 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see a fifth one because it's not there, because 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. It never will. It never has, and it can't. It's impossible. There's no way in any reality or shape or form that 2 plus 2 is going to equal 5. But cognitive dissonance says you can not only make people believe 2 plus 2 equals 5, but they'll defend that as 2 plus 2 equals 5, while seeing that it's not 2 plus 2 5, though. They'll have 2 fingers in their hands and 2 fingers in this hand and put them together and say, well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm being told to believe it's 5 because there's consequences if I don't. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I say you got to have strength and courage, man, to say what it is, man. You know, shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV Ones. Take courage to say the truth and what it is, man. Especially nowadays, it's becoming dangerous to do so. As y'all see right now, we being called racist for saying what we saying. We're racist for saying that foundationally Black Americans created hip hop, and for saying that Latinos absolutely did not. We're being called racist for that. That's dangerous. Now, my question to y'all is, do y'all over and or out of understand how dangerous that is and what the implications for that means too, especially for the kids? What does that mean going forward? Y'all, what does that mean going forward for this? What does it mean going forward? What it mean, y'all, man? That's some real question right there. I ain't even messing with y'all. What does that mean going forward, man? When it becomes dangerous to say the truth, like you got to be scared to speak the truth, man. I've been telling, man, people who know me, all y'all listening that know me, like personally from Columbus, Ohio, know me, and from where I be posting on Facebook and all that stuff, going live on Facebook and my YouTube, man, listen. How long have I been telling y'all about this stuff, man? You feel me, Blade Walker? It's just that simple, y'all. And we being forced to believe that this is not true right here, or that it isn't true and it is true at the same time. Straight mind fuckery. Talking about straight mind fuckery. You hear me? And we cannot be shamed, ridiculed, feared, pushed in the corner, and being called racist and all that bullshit for saying what we saying, man. Ain't no damn racist. How? Just think of the cognitive dissonance in this statement, in this accepted ideology that's being imposed on us. As a foundational Black American or descendant thereof, right? You are considered racist for saying that nobody else but Black foundational Black America has created hip hop and rap music and culture. A factual statement, which is unequivocally, unadulteratedly proved by the absolute history, the actual facts. You feel me? I mean, we can prove this. Like, we can really sit up here and prove this. And we're being told that we're racist for saying that that's true. Kim, that boy, what's up, man? Oh, it's all good, Ken, that boy, man. You'll tap in, you know what I'm saying, when you normally do, man. You see what we doing. We chopping and popping it, man, on this real talk, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button and all that, man. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about, man? This is some serious stuff, y'all, man. For real, man. For real, man. Serious business, y'all, man. This ain't no game here, man. This ain't just like some stuff like on YouTube and niggas like, nah, man. You feel me? I'm not about to sit up here and let it be just pushed under the rug like it's just some YouTube shit. Nah, man, this is serious. Right? We talking about cultural annihilation, cultural genocide, so to speak. cultural hijacking, right? Trying to mix everybody in with having a originating hand in creating hip hop when they absolutely didn't. So the history can be all skewed and mixed up. So the real original people who created it don't get the credit for it. And in the future descendants of foundational Black Americans won't know where the hell hip hop came from, if it even be around or still be called that, if it is. I wonder how many of y'all have the ability to think that far. You know what I'm saying? See how serious this situation is, man. What's up with you, bro? My nigga Court in the building, man. What's good? What's the deal, man? Like I said, we can't let these motherfuckers usurp hip hop from us, man. We can't let that happen. Like I said, I've been a fan of Fat Joe since I was a young boy. You know what I'm talking about? I like his music. You know, he ain't the best artist, but he's been consistent. He put out some classics, so I will admit that. He's done some things, but when he talking about all that shit he talking about, he just turned into a sucker to me. When niggas start talking like that, I don't be feeling that shit, man, because that's some sucker shit. And you know you lying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's what's dangerous right there. Like I said, people can sit up here on these platforms, no matter who they are. I don't care if you poor, nigga, rich. I don't give a fuck nothing about that, man. You come up on a platform, say whatever you want to say, like it's the truth because of who you are, your status, your money, whatever it is, your prestige, whatever it is. And you can just say stuff and go unchallenged and just say stuff out your mouth that's not even true. That has such a powerful effect and has so much disrespect all in the same time. And you just think critical thinking people is just going to sit up here and just let you get away with that type shit? Like, hold on, bruh. Like, hold on. Where's your evidence to support such a statement? That's exactly what I would ask one of these guys when they say some bullshit, dumbass, non-true, factual shit like that. Where's your evidence? I'd have said to Fat Joe, well, where's your evidence to support that? And watch he start stumbling and stammering like a dumbass nigga he is, man. For saying some shit like that. Only a stupid nigga would say some shit like that. And yes, stupid niggas can be rich. Especially Puerto Rican niggas. I'm just fucking with y'all. I love my Puerto Rican family though, man. For real, I love Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of Puerto Ricans. I love Dominicans. I love everybody, man. But we just got to say what it is, man. We can't allow this. There ain't nobody trying to hijack nobody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Us foundational Black Americans, us Black folks, man, we so fly. We just willing to get a swag away for free, which is stupid of us, I think, to a degree. Right? But it flows so fluently, like my brother Red Supreme TV1 say, it's fluid because it flows. And it flows so fluidly that we just want to give it away because it's nothing. Because we can get a game and the sauce away to you or any other race, and we just make something better. Because that's what we do. We make everything fly. Everything in the world that's fly is fly because we made it fly. Huh? Everything that's worth talking about in this world is fly. Everything that you could possibly think that's fly in the world is fly because Black folks from America made it fly. Not Black, and not even to get no divisory shit amongst us Black folks, man. But us American Black folks, we make everything fly. Ain't no other groups of Black folks on the planet that make things fly like we do. Bro, I'm not saying that there's other groups of Black folks that don't do fly shit, because it is, but we do the flyest shit. So much so that we influence everybody in the world, literally everybody. Sad thing about it is we don't own this. We don't control it. We don't operate it. That's what's sad. So that's something to look at, y'all. That's something to take a look at. That's something to ponder and, think about. You know what I'm saying? Think about who really runs the hip hop industry, because it ain't Black folks, the people who created it. It ain't us. It ain't our forefathers. Ain't nobody passing down no record labels with the masters and the rights to none of that to all of that to us. So think about it from that aspect too, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Think about that. Ponder on that. You know what I'm talking about? Real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight like that, man. Coming from a whole different angle with it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. We about to get up out of here, y'all, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Share on your social media and all of that, your social engineering, man. Rest in the essence to my brother Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Billy Badass. You know what I'm talking about? It's my brother right there, man. Keep his picture up for the rest of the show, man. We're going to ride out, man. Listen to some E&E. Hit that like button on tomorrow, man. Thursday night, ladies' night. We're going to have my girl Peaches on the show, battle rapper extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? She is one of the nicest barsmiths I ever heard in a long time. Straight out of Columbus, Ohio, by way of Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? She is the nice on that mic. She's a monster. I mean, she destroys everybody on that mic. I ain't seen her lose once. And I'm not saying she hasn't lost. I'm saying I haven't seen her lose. You hear me? But she got a card coming up on RBE. She been blazing the battle rap circuit. I appreciate and admire her just for doing what she doing and really being successful at it as far as making it happen. You know, since she started on grinding and all around Ohio, and then she made it to Newark, and you know, she on RBE, and she doing all these circuits. I'm seeing her on YouTube. I'm like, oh shit, she be in the city. Like, get her on the show. That's what's up. And hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that. Yeah, just like my homie Blade Marvin said, get it. Yeah, thank you all for coming out, man. You know what I'm talking about? We about to ride out to this E&E, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, man. Tomorrow evening, make sure y'all tap in. Ladies' night. We're going to have Peaches in the building, man. Hopefully we can get her to drop some bars. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she give us some bars. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good evening, man. We're going to ride out to this E&E, man. You know what I'm talking about? Thank y'all for coming out, man. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all, man. Subscribe to the page and all that, man. Subscribe on the bell, man. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. 2020 got me seeing so clear. Get your boy shit. Lost and glitch. We cool niggas. This is
Boogie Major.
we on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like this was my sport in. All looking for the fall in. Soldiers don't fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again is insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves from these planted trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My foot was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is in Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Fire and flame it with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Studied the gang, how they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher with shit. Any clip we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my element.
Now, middle fingers in the sky now. Roller hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like this was my sport in. All looking for the fall in. Soldiers don't fall in. and we go all in. While we listening to all in, while you all talking, we smoking and coughing till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. So guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic will blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I'll be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This to guarantee you, nigga, this is what I do.
What up? You busy? I don't even care.
Oh my god, Marcus.
I'm about to shoot through. Yeah. Right now.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now. Right now, it's me and you, chilling out by the pool. Living our best lives, we blowing the best fruit. Sweet is the best fruit. For starters, you make a nigga blush. We on a journey, I promise you, we ain't gotta rush. Skin soft is the best silk, I gotta touch every part of your body before I tear it up. After we flood the sheets, we gotta paddle up. It be that arch in your back that have a nigga stuck. Back shots, I'm giving you on the regular. Non-stop flights, we doing all the etc. You were so fine, I figure I gotta marry you. Hair be the best, I'm probably gonna have the calendar. Got the paper while we rolling up. Get the bread right, shit, I'm trying to live it up. Glance over just so I can see your bright smile. Let's get it in, shit, I'm talking about right now. Yeah, you got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
Right now, put your boy shit soon as she leave the house. Still looking for the score like a kill count. Full different shit, hope you all into this. Sick, heavy, twisted, all bitten shit. Yeah, going hard, none of that timid shit. Last time she said harder, I did it. Took her right down, pipe down, lights down. Love see you squeeze the sheets, feel a bite down. Ain't it nice how you lie down, put your legs up, side down, put you on top, help you drive down. Love how you saddle it, watch you climb down. Now I'm in deep, watch you clutch sheets. Love when you exhale like a spreadsheet. Wanna take some good notes, probably write it down. She wants some nauseous. Right now.
You got me feeling for you right now.
Right now.
Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now.
True.
Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now.
Right now.
Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down.
Teddy B.
Legs up, got them doing suicides now.
Shake it.
Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
PK, pick a pussy, patty with it in Pacific. Twisted like
For
a ghetto,
infamous
say
Pacific
Pacific. Like excellence, Bruce, see boy, how I kick it. If the ass, racing like the seas, best believe she with it. This
That is
is
true.
talk, tell them niggas
That is
catch it. I
true.
feel
True.
niggas just say I'm the rest of us. Bless her. Face
That
and
is
she
true.
put tequila liquor. Now we extra ingredients. The liquor at the party scene. Dope headed home on the E-way connectors and HS. Express how the scene play. Getting top down on the E-way with the top. Getting rolled while he drove. Now we
E&E, baby, E&E. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I'm about to go to
them.
E&E, baby.
She can role play right now. Just press play.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Looking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
Make sure y'all come out tomorrow night, man. We going in. Peaches in the building. Let's get it.